Howdy folks, Kirk and Jason here with Kirk Giordano Plastering. Today we want to show you guys how to waterproof an electrical panel when the stucco has been removed. Now, this particular house had a crew come and they removed all the stucco. The old panel was still attached, so they left the stucco on. And so the contractor and the owner asked me, well, how can we waterproof it? I said, can you pull the box off? And they said, no, we can't pull the box off. So I was talking with the electrician, but I already know this too. He says, this neck is very fragile. If you move this just a little bit, this neck can snap. So I had him turn the electricity off, and Jay and I put this strap here. This strap is to hold this because we don't have any room. If we pull this back, this breaks. So if we only have a ½ inch and the stucco is 1 inch and the nails go through the wall 2 inches, we can't remove it without snapping this neck. Now, if we go inside, which we will soon, we'll show you the wire harness. And this thing is complicated. It's got all these wires in here. So what we can do, what you guys can do is you can pull it away, cut all the nails back. And if you're going to cut the nails and it's already attached to the box, use a sawzall to cut the nail with the finest teeth. Why? Because if you disturb this stucco, it could fall, and then you have to re-stucco it, and there's no room to re-stucco it. Now, what I was going to do was shimmy some 2-ply paper under there. This is 60-minute, 2 layers, and that's code. But what Jay did is he went to Home Depot and he bought some 17-gauge metal. So I just got here a little while ago and I thought, wow, he cut this all out, pre-cut everything, and I thought, that is some heavy-duty metal. You could have got 10, but Jay likes to do everything as best as possible. So what we did was we cut all the nails that are holding this, and he removed the lag bolts because there's 4 lag bolts holding this into the stud. So we're going to waterproof this, and I'm going to use Jay's template. Let's see if we can get it in. Now this is where the wire harness is. The wire harness, we don't want to disturb that. And again, I said, man, did you turn the electricity off? Because I don't want to get shocked. I know a lot about stucco, but electricity, that's not me. I just know how to turn a light on to make it work. So I'm going to go ahead and see how well this guy fits in here. And the idea is I want some excess out here to tie it all in. Let's see here. So the idea is we fish this piece of metal in, and I have to know where that wire harness is, but I can see it right here. I can see the wire harness here. You guys can't, but we'll show it to you on the inside. Holy cow, that's perfect. That's you, Jay. That's good cutting. Very good cutting. So I'm going to go ahead. Because this is so heavy, I can't use a hammer tacker. 10, I could use my hammer tacker. This stuff, oh, you little tramp. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, that's permanent. Might as well get one on this side. I want it to be straighter. Come on now, get in there. All right. Now we got that in there. They also cut this out. I like how he did it here. He made it round that way because if it's square corners, it catches everything. In fact, this might catch everything. Again, this is a real heavy gauge metal. Is this heavy gauge really necessary? No. Paper will work, 2 layers, and most of these do have 2 layers. And Jay was here a ½ hour before me. What he did was he cut out all of the nails. So what we want to do is, wow, that's just too cool. Perfect, Jay. So what he did is he pre-cut these, and the idea is we put this one here, and this one goes over it, just like roof flashing, just like window flashing. So let me pop a nail in this guy here, and the closer you get to the stud, the stronger it is. It'll bounce. Here's the field. A stud, you can hear it's tight. I'm putting it in the field so it's bouncy or spongy. Cool beans. All right, one last nail, and then I'm going to show you guys something. Oh, you little tramp. Missed the stud. Oops. How many electrical boxes or panels have we fixed? About 30 in 30-something years. Okay, now we got all this done. Now, we got an arrangement of tools. The guy said, well, how are you going to seal that? Personally, I'm going to use a construction adhesive sealant. This is Sikaflex. How strong is Sikaflex? I put a brick wall together like 28 years ago. My buddy had a brick wall, car hit it, and he said, Kirk, can you grout all this? I said, man, I'll be there forever. I Sikaflexed that brick wall. His kids walked on it for like 15 years. The house resold. Now more kids are walking on it. This is strong stuff. It's sold at the material yards. Now here's what I'm going to do. Now, I want to use an abundance of this. So what we want to do is we want to put as much of this stuff on as possible. I mean, I'm going to probably use 3 tubes here. Why? Because we want to seal it. And the fellow said, well, can't you use a expanding foam? No, not for this, because the expanding foam it has no adhesive abilities. It just expands. So we want something that waterproofs. It got to waterproof really, really well. And it's got to attach really well. So this adhesive caulking works fine. Now I use so much of this stuff. We use it when we last, like say this, when a pipe is sticking out, or say this, we go around it, we fuse the paper to the plastic, and it seals it when we're doing stucco work. This tube is almost empty, and I want to use another tube. And you know the funny thing is, I'm talking about this caulking, and someone said, Kirk, you got like 1,000 videos in 15 years. Do these guys pay you for that? And I thought, what you mean? They said, do they pay you? I said, you mean like being subsidized or what? Sponsored? I said, no. These guys wouldn't give us the time of day if I went in there. But as a rule, guys, we show you the products that work. If they work well, we mention them, we show them. The products that suck, we don't get into describing those because that's a form of gossip. It's a bad habit, guys. Don't do it. So we just don't use those, nor do we show them. So that way we stay on the positive side because we are kind of positive. Anyway, I'm going to put another tube of caulking here, and I'm going to have Jeremy, the electrician, come over here and reattach this to the wall. And this caulking is going to squeeze out. And guys, there are about 20 different ways to do this. This way is a little overkill, but that's who we are. We're the overkill guys. And so once he attaches this on here, this excess here coming out 4 to 6 inches, we only needed 2 inches because then we're going to put paper. Here is going to go right up to here, and it's going to get either Sikaflex back on, or I can put a peel-in stick. A peel-in stick will go to here and stick it, and that's watertight. And then, of course, this piece of paper comes right back down over this right here. It's just like a roofing membrane, guys. Again, we've done this hundreds of times, it seems. But anyway, I'm going to show you the wire harness and show you what we have to work with. All right, guys, we thought we'd show you the inside. Now, what they're going to do is they're going to reattach this. Now, he's going to come here in a few minutes. We're not going to show that part. We don't want to bore everybody. You're probably thinking too late. But anyway, he's going to reattach it to the stud here and to the stud here with lag bolts. That's going to pull it in, suck it in. And here's what we tried to avoid. Jeremy said, "Hey, Kirk, do you want me to turn the electricity off?" I thought, yeah, I had my coffee today. I don't need this kind of waking up. And you can see the metal here. We got to stay away from the wire harness because it's important. Stay away from that. Anyway, if you have your stucco still attached, there's so many different ways. This is just one way. It's probably the best, but there's so many different ways to do it. I've seen guys just put a bead of cheap caulking on it, and I thought, that's it? That's all you're going to do? But anyway, this is how we do it. All right, guys. Jay wanted to show this ending of what it looks like. Now, the steel was here, and we put this straight flash on top of the steel and on top of the paper. It's down here, it's on here. Then we took the paper, we put a J-trim right here, caulked it with Sikaflex, put that on. Is this overkill? It is, but sometimes we get anal and do things way above board. When we get ready to stucco this, a bonding agent goes on here, and we just cover this up with stucco. Now it's waterproof for 1,000 years. Anyway, my name is Kirk. Jason's on the camera. We thank you folks for watching, and as usual, we'll see you guys on the next one.
All right, folks, as always, thank you for watching another Giordano stucco video. If you like what we do, please like and subscribe so we can keep making them. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.